What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John Toy Carver. Tonight I'm going to do my WWE NXT review and highlights. You guys can hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and let's get started. Alright, opening segment. Keith Lee comes down to the ring with both titles and a mic. After celebrating for a brief moment about his victory, Lee says that he understands that the past few months have been difficult for everyone, but there is something special about being in the ring being the double champion. He goes on to say that now he is celebrating. He knows that there is a locker room full of people who are gunning for the target on his back. Lee says that his win was due to opportunity and chances. There is no such thing as self-made man. He says that he had help from his late trainer in the NXT universe. He thanks the NXT universe, but then calls out one person in particular who had played a pivotal role in Lee's crowning as a double champion. He calls out Dominik Dijakovic. Dominik Dijakovic comes down to the ring, but his street clothes. Not his ring gear. Dijakovic grabs a mic and says that no one on the planet is as proud of Lee as Dijakovic is, but Dijakovic says that things aren't about him. Lee disagrees and says that things are about both of them, as Dijakovic was the man who pushed him to the most. Keith Lee says that he talked to Regal and wants Dijakovic to be the first challenger for both of his champions. Dijakovic asks when, and Lee says that he wants to do it tonight. Dijakovic starts to reject the offer, but Lee encouraged Dijakovic to accept the challenge, so Dijakovic relents. They fist bump in the ring and smile. Tegan Knox is shown arriving at the Performance Center, and we are reminded about the title match between Tegan Knox and Io Shirai. Up next, Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes will go one-on-one right after this commercial. Cameron Grimes versus Damian Priest. This was a pretty good match, but Damian Priest looks like a baby face. You know what I'm saying? Damian Priest picks up the win against Cameron Grimes. But let me read what happened. Priest takes the fight to Grimes, and soon as the match starts, pinning him in the corner and stomping away. Priest hits the running elbow smash into the corner, then follows it up with a spinning back kick to the face in the corner. Grimes escapes the ring, and Priest gives chase. Grimes runs back in the ring, but neutralizes the threat of Priest, hitting him with a drop kick and dropping him outside of the ring. Grimes tosses Priest back in the ring, and Grimes covers him for two. Grimes whips Priest in the corner and hits a drop kick, pinning Priest for two again, and we go to commercial. Back from commercial, Priest hits Grimes with a bell clap and a lariat, taking Grimes down. Priest goes for another elbow splash into the corner, but Grimes invades and sends Priest to the outside. Grimes gives chase, and Priest hits a perfect bomb on Grimes on the apron. Back in the ring, Priest hits Grimes with a flatliner and covers him for a two. Priest goes for the reckoning, but Grimes reverses into a roll-up. Priest kicks out at two, but Grimes hits a diving crossbody, pinning Priest for a two again. Grimes is first to his feet, and he lays into Priest with a strike into the face. But Priest comes back and grabs Grimes' beard, laying in strikes. Grimes hits an enziguri on Priest. Then he tries to run at Priest. Priest evades, and Grimes ends up sitting on the second rope. Priest hits Grimes with a cyclone kick and then the reckoning, both from the second rope, and Priest pins Grimes for three. The winner of the match, Damian Priest. This was a pretty good match. Priest looks into the camera and calls out Lee and Dijakovic, saying, "I'm real interested to see who comes out on top." He wishes both men luck, then poses in the ring. Io Shirai is shown arriving at the Performance Center earlier today. We get another segment that Thatch can score. He says that there is a counter for every submission. He talks about how he wrenched Oney Lorcan arm in the Fujiwara armbar, and he says how he does it to make an impression. He says that tap is a victory, but making your opponent cry leaves an impression. And we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, we head right into the next match. Indy Hartwell versus Shotzi Blackheart. This match was decent. Shotzi remains in control of most of the beginning of the match, going for a diving attack. Hartwell hits Blackheart with a dropkick, sending Hartwell to the outside. Shotzi gets back in the ring as Hartwell strikes away at her upper back. Hartwell takes her down with a double axe handle to the back, pinning her for 2. Hartwell sends Shotzi into the ropes, then hits sidewalk slam on Shotzi, covering for 2. Hartwell locks in a surfboard submission on Shotzi. Shotzi gets to her feet and evades Hartwell, hitting a corner splash on Hartwell, followed by a bulldog. Hartwell hits a switchblade kick on Hartwell, then a senton on Hartwell back. Robert Stone comes down the ramp and distracts the ref. Shotzi hits a DDT on Hartwell and goes to the top rope, but Aaliyah takes advantage of the distraction, pushing Shotzi off the top rope. Hartwell takes Shotzi down with a big boot and then pins her for 3. The winner of the match, Indy Hartwell. El Legado del Fantasma are up next right after this commercial. Back from the break, Tiki Knox is interviewed about what she plans on doing to beat Io Shirai tonight. Knox says that Io Shirai is just an obstacle for her to jump over, and she is the best shape that she has ever been in. Tonight is her night. Tom Phillips is alone at the commentary table and throws to a hype package for Legado del Fantasma. After the video package, we see a video recap of Keith Lee becoming a double champion and the outpouring of support following his victory last week. And we are told that Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic is up next after this commercial break. Back from the break, we head into the next match. NXT champion, NXT North American champion Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic for the NXT and North American Championship. This match was good. It says the winner of the match and still your NXT your NXT North and NXT champion Keith Lee. Alright. Lee offers his hand to Dijakovic to help him to his feet. Dijakovic and Lee hug in the middle of the ring, and the lights go out. A spotlight shines on the entrance ramp, and Scarlett is there. She walks down the ring holding a black bag. She pours the contents of the bag onto the mat, and it is the remain of the hourglass that Lee shattered weeks ago. Scarlett walks back up the ramp, and she and Lee stare each other down. Timothy Thatcher is in action next, right after this commercial break. Back from commercial, and Io Shirai is showing backstage getting ready for her title defense later tonight. Dominic Dijakovic is interviewed backstage and says that Keith Lee feels like he is on a whole new level, and Karen Cross isn't as good enough to beat him. Cross appears backstage and takes the issues with the statement. Dijakovic tries to walk away, but Cross attacks him and lays him out. Cross stares him down at the fallen Dijakovic, says "Tick-tock," and walks away. Alright, so next we're gonna get Dominic Dijakovic versus Karen Cross. I can't wait to see that match next week. Timothy Thatcher versus Denzel Jurnett. Decent match, just decent. Thatcher and Dale Jurnett ties up, but Thatcher takes an early strength lead. Thatcher pins D. Jurnett for a quick cover, but D. Jurnett kicks out. D. Jurnett and Thatcher grapple on the mat, with both men getting getting to their feet. Thatcher takes Deidre down, and Deidre tries to go after Thatcher's leg. Deidre escapes, but Thatcher hits a arm drag, taking him down. Thatcher gets to his feet and takes Deidre down. Thatcher gets Deidre's leg and locked in a single leg crab, making Deidre tap out. The winner of the match by submission, Timothy Thatcher. After the match, Thatcher goes back after the same leg and locks it in a single leg crab again. Oney Lorcan runs down for the save, and he chases Timothy Thatcher off. Thatcher escapes the ring, and Lorcan challenges Thatcher to get in the ring, but Thatcher runs away. We see a tweet from Rhea Ripley saying that she is coming after the NXT champion again, as she is done with the Robert Stone brand. Up next, Io Shirai will defend her NXT Women's Champion against Tegan Nox after this commercial break. Back from commercial, we see a video from earlier where Robert Stone comes up to Killian Dane and tries to apologize for spilling coffee on him. Aaliyah runs up and shows Stone a drawing that Loomis did, and Dan says that Stone can repay him by getting him a match with Dexter Loomis. Killian Dane versus Dexter Loomis has been made official for next week, as has Dominic Dijakovic versus Karrion Kross. But now we head to the main event. The NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai versus Tegan Nox. This match was fantastic. This match was good. Very good. Before the match, Tegan tries to offer a handshake to Io, but Io slaps away her hand and the bell rings. Nox and Shirai locks up. Nox pushes Io into the corner and then takes her down with a headlock. Nox bars Shirai's arm, but Shirai escapes and gets control of Nox's arm. Tegan Nox reverses as well and gets a wrist lock, but Io Shirai reverses into a headlock takedown. Nox rolls Shirai up, but Shirai kicks out at 2 and transitions right back into the headlock. Io Shirai transitions the left arm, but Shirai escapes and hits a drop toe hold on Shirai and goes into the headlock. Shirai and Nox rolls towards the ropes, but Nox and Shirai gets to their feet. Shirai takes Nox down with the headlock for her own, but Nox takes Shirai to the mat with a series of arm drags bridge into a pin for 2, then rolls up Shirai for a 2. Nox tosses Shirai into the corner and kicks away at her midsection, but Shirai reverses and kicks at Nox's stomach. Shirai tosses Nox into the corner and punches a kick at Nox. Nox tosses Shirai in the corner and kicks at her. Then runs Shirai, but Shirai dumps Nox into the outside. Shirai goes for the sliding drop kick, but Nox invades and gets to the apron. Nox tries for the PK from the apron, but Shirai grabs Nox's leg and slams her. Tegan slams her, but to the apron face first as we go to commercial. Back from the commercial, and Io tosses Nox to the mat by the hair. Shirai tosses Nox, pushing her in the face, but Nox fires back with a forearms to the face and pair of uppercuts. Io runs the corner and goes for a diving crossbody, but Nox catches Io into a fallaway slam pinfall attempt for 2. Eagle gets Nox in the corner and hits her with a reckoning ball meteor. Shirai pins Nox for 2. Shirai begins to target Nox hand in head, but Nox gets a virtual base and rolls up Shirai for 2. Shirai takes Nox down with a kick to the stomach, then locks in a scissors hold on Nox's neck, using the ropes for leverage, and the ref forces a break. Shirai goes for a running elbow, but Nox rolls out of the way and gets to her feet first. She again rolls up Shirai, but Shirai kicks out at 2. Shirai chops Tegan Nox across the chest and then gets Nox into a seated position in the corner. Nox shows Shirai down and hits her with a forearm smash to her face. Shirai and Nox trade blows, but Shirai grounds Nox by grabbing her hair and tosses her down. Shirai hits Nox with a double knee strike to the midsection, but Nox gets to her feet and hits Shirai with a headbutt. Nox tries to build momentum and runs the ropes, but Shirai hits a flapjack on Nox, pinning her for a 2, and we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, and Shirai goes for a double stump, but Nox rolls to the outside. Shirai gives chase and Nox on the outside of the ring. Nox tries to whip Shirai into the steps, but Shirai blocks and tosses Nox into the steps instead. Shirai goes for the Miura on Nox against the steel steps, but Nox evades. Nox tosses Shirai back into the ring, but Shirai hits Nox with the Tiger Driver into a backbreaker, but Shirai hurt her own knee to the process. Nox rolls up Shirai for the 2, but Shirai kicks out and hits a German suplex on the bridge for a 2 count. Nox gets Shirai into a tree of wool in the corner and hits a uppercut in a cannonball section. Senton on Shirai, pinning her for a 2. Shirai gets to her feet and Nox takes her down with a series of lariats. Shirai runs at Nox in the corner, but Nox invades. Nox gets to the top and hits a diving crossbody, pinning Shirai for a 2. Nox hits a choke slam on Shirai and then pins her for a 2. Shirai gets to her feet in the corner and Nox runs at Shirai, hitting her with a 2 running uppercut in the corner. But Shirai evades the 3rd one, hitting her with a German suplex. Nox gets to a sitting position in the corner and Shirai hits that Miura on Nox in the corner and then hits a Tiger fan kick. Shirai goes to the top rope and hits a missile drop kick on Nox. Shirai pins Nox, but Nox kicks out at 2. Shirai gets a double underhook on Nox, but Nox kicks Shirai knee and plants her on the mat face first. Nox gets to the top rope, hitting a Molly go around, pinning her for a very close 2 count. Now Nox backs up and goes for the shining wizard, but Shirai gets to her feet and hits her with a show palm strike, and then a moonsault covering Nox for the 3. The winner of the match is still the NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. Io Shirai celebrates up the ramp, but she is blindsided by Dakota Kai. Kai comes out of nowhere and hits Shirai, taking her down. Dakota Kai stares at the ground of Shirai and at Nox still in the ring as the NXT goes up there. This Tegan Nox versus Io Shirai for the NXT Women's title. This match was good. I had lots of fun watching this match. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE NXT review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. Big Boy John 25. Shouts to everybody, and I'm coming for that 3K subscribers. This your boy Big Boy John 25. You guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow on my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. Big Boy John 25, and I'm out of here.